smile. Yes. Yeah, this is my big sister. If you people know, if you're my friend, most of my friends always have a crush on my big sister. I do not know why. Okay, obviously I know why. She's very fine. But yeah, today I have my big sister on this video with me. Some weeks back I asked some questions on my WhatsApp group, and I told people to direct some questions to my big sister. She being older, wiser, she has experienced so many things that I feel some of us have not experienced yet. So we'll be asking her some of those questions. You've experienced, you are. My sister is older than me. Don't look at her like this, she's older than me. Sweet 16 forever.
I'm just clocking 25 this year.
Hey, so how old will I be clocking?
24.
It must be 24 in January.
25. Please. I'm not old.
You guys, before we delve right into the questions, proper, we have some, let's say games or some questions. We have some questions and then
excuse me, she's not paying. Time is money. Please just tell her to pay me my goodie.
I'm not started getting paid yet.
No,
when I start getting paid, I'll start
pay for this session. Now session be this. Pay.
Money. How much do you want?
They will decide.
So the first question is, who is most likely to get a tattoo? Yeah, my big sister, definitely my big sister.
I would want one here, somewhere here, or
my dad in
other places that we cannot.
My dad in Moshado see it.
Yeah.
The second one says that who is most likely to date a celebrity? Of course.
Me, no, and me.
Of course, not
me.
She. Then what other questions? Who is most likely to get the piercings? We already have piercings.
I have one.
But the thing is, I have one. We like call it unpopular opinion. Most times, our parents always feel that because my sister got a nose piercing first, that's why me and my sister, my twin sister, that's why we decided to get our own piercing. But she was not the one that. But now look at it. We have piercings, like all of us. We have like three piercings in our ear.
And I have one here.
So now we're going to be doing a tongue twister. 3. So the first one says, she sells seashell by the seashore.
Okay, so before we go on, I have a we factor. Like the factor.
Yeah,
so in case it shows, please bear.
So she sells seashell by the seashore.
She sells
seashells by the seashore.
Okay, she sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Okay.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
You don't miss that.
Oh. I got it right.
No, you did not.
Yes.
She sells.
Next one.
Lady, please. Seashells by
don't
the
embarrass
seashore.
me. Don't kill
Okay, the next one is, I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
That one is not hard. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop.
Yay! It was not small, but you still got it. How can a clam? My sister chose this one, so she's going to be doing to it. How can a clam cram in a clam cram can?
Again.
How can?
Well, let's start with
that. Clam.
Let's start.
No, you were the one that chose it.
Oh yeah,
she chose it.
How
can no? I'm not doing. How can a clam cram in a clam?
Don't worry, I got this.
How can a clam cram in a clean cram can? Let me try.
I got this.
How can a clam cram in a clean cram can? How can a clam cram in a? How can a clam cram in a clean cram?
My God, that's dedicated me.
Please do your own.
Okay. How can a clam cram in a clean can? How can a clam cram in a clean cram can? How can a clam cram in a clean cram can? How can a clam cram in a clean cram can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Thank you.
Hey!
I got like 3 or 4.
Clean cram, you don't even get any. You said different things at the same time.
How can a clam
you guys,
clam
I'm sure you people heard it. I'm sure you people heard it. She didn't
How
get
can a
it.
clam?
She didn't get it. She didn't get it.
Sorry,
She
sorry.
did
Can
not
we
get
just,
No.
just delete that part?
No, we're not going to delete it. You people should just tell me in the comment section. I'm sure she didn't get it because I heard right. I think she said cram. She said cram.
They will hear
something
something else. No, they will hear something
I'm sure you people will hear something else when it's my sister's part. She's too fine.
I got you right.
Yes, let's just delve right into the questions, because we didn't want to make this video too serious. That's why we tried to do some of those things. So first question, so can you speak on your struggles, the struggles you had? As this first question is from my friend Winner. So can you speak on the struggles you had as an undergraduate, or perhaps if you are working, your work experience, the struggles you had?
Let's see. Okay, I schooled in University of Ilorin. So it was really like I had to leave Lagos for 4 months, leave family, friends. It wasn't really.
And that time we were really young.
We were really so young.
We were really young.
Leaving home, I was always crying. Like a night before I had to leave, I would always cry to bed. Then before I had to leave, like, I know we leave like 7 a.m., 6:30 before everybody's awake and all that. So I would still cry when I'm saying, alright, bye bye, okay, bye bye, and I would be crying. So but being in Ilorin was really, really tough. Like very tough. Like being an undergraduate there was tough. Come on, like there are lots of
Why was it tough?
stories to share. I think I had a run-in with a lecturer, and it was not pretty. When you know those kind of things, it wasn't my finals. Yeah.
And how were you able to deal with it?
Dealing with it, did I really deal? I think I just let whatever was going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think people ever really get to deal.
Yeah,
with
you don't
that.
get to deal with something like you just let it be like, oh, whatever will happen, let it just happen. I cannot give in to this demand. So please, if you're going to fail me, just go ahead, do it. And then I was already calculating in my head that how will I tell Mr. Abdullahi that this is the reason why his daughter is spilling over again. And I'm like, whoa, what comes to us, my father, what will he do? He will shout, not give me money or anything. But I really had to deal with that. And I think in my final year again, we had this rule in Ilorin where you don't wear some kind of dresses. Do you get? So I got picked up. Yes, I was coming into school. We're having this seminar thing where at the end of the year you always have this project and you have seminar defense. So it was time for seminar defense, and there was this like learning there's some things you can't wear. Do you get? But we're not in session yet. It was just go to class or go to school, get the thing, just do things that you need to do. And I got picked up by dress code. I mean, if you schooled in learning, you would understand these things. Yeah. You get? I got picked up. My picture was taken. I really didn't pay attention to it. I just felt like, okay, what I wore, I think I wore something like this, but it was not sleeveless. It wasn't sleeveless. And a jean. And I just got picked up as I was just trying to get down.
You mentioning that.
I was trying to get down. Yeah, I was trying to get down from the cab, and I just saw someone, come here, like you get. And before I knew it, I think 2 months down the line, I got called to face a panel. You get, like I think I lost weight. God, I did not tell a single member of my family. Like nobody knew what I was dealing with.
My sister does. She does not tell us anything.
I didn't tell anybody. I just went to school. I was when you talk about fasting and praying. Oh God, I was fasting and praying for like from the moment I got my letter till the day I got called in to face the panel. I was doing that, but I really just think because anything could have happened. Somebody got suspended. Somebody got expelled just because of. It's possible, like somebody got suspended, somebody got like, but then all I had to do was pay a fine, and I had to report to SOG every 2 days in a week. So dealing with it, I don't think there's a rule to dealing with these things. I think you just go by what you think is right at that moment. And then sometimes it's okay to really make mistakes. Gosh, did I make my own mistakes? I've made them, and I'm probably still making a few, but still, like I think the best lessons I've taken from those things is don't dwell on those things a lot. Yeah. Like you can't control if a man is looking at you one kind. You can't control what this man is trying to say to you or tell you.
I mean, rape apologies. Just don't wear short dresses.
Yeah,
don't do
basically
all of that.
It's out of your control. So you just have to really like look at it like this, that please, and then you move on. You get so.
Then you move on, and that kind of
see that moving on is key because it took me a while before I realized that. Like it really took me a while. Like I would always.
You were thinking it was your fault or what?
Not my fault, like really, but I think it was just for me. Sometimes, back then, it is now that we have this woke generation. True. Back then,
and people know better now.
Yeah, back then, before, you can't just tweet and say something about one person or this or that. But now, you can open your mouth and tell 10 people that this is happening in my school. Yeah, and then you're having like a lot of people telling you that, don't worry, don't give in, don't do this, don't do that. Because sometimes, that assurance, that reassurance, we all need it. We really, we all need it. And I needed a lot of that back then, but I really didn't have them because I was really secretive. Yes. I can I can keep to myself, I can keep things, but I wish that was one thing I had, the reassuring people around me, like just tell someone and them tell you that, come on, you got this, don't let this man, go there, do your exam, write everything you want to do, and move on. But so
that is it. So that's this is just for if you are going through something like this, just speak up, not speak up.
Yes.
Talk to someone.
Trust
at least.
me, it's one
I'm not
person
saying
has
come
gone
on
through
social media.
one person has gone through, one person is going through what you're dealing with. So just tell anybody. It doesn't have to be a friend on social media.
True.
It doesn't have to be Twitter or anything, but just talk to somebody you trust.
And I think that's one thing that we also have to our advantage this age that we didn't have back then. The use of social media,
that
people can speak up.
Sorry.
That you didn't have back then. People can speak up now. And
people listen, so it's good.
And at least people can even help you. People can try to find a solution for you online. So somebody also said that, how were you able to navigate your uncertain years?
Ooh, uncertain years, like years after finishing school, was really, really uncertain. Like my siblings were in school, I was always home, like no job. The interviews I was getting were not really like the kind I was looking for, and there was this particular time that there was really nothing forthcoming at all. I mean, I was frustrated. Like, let me just use that word. I think I would cry morning and night. I think there was a time my mom saw me crying in the room, and then she looked at me. My mom is really a strong woman. You know those kind of hard woman vibe. She has it. Do you get? But the day she saw me in my room crying, and then she kept asking me that, why are you crying? Like, why? And then the following day, she asked me again, why were you crying? I'm like, I could not really explain, but I think I was the only one that could understand. Do you get? Because my friends some of my friends were working, even though the pay wasn't so good, but they were working, they were stepping out of the house. And during those times, I was really an introvert. Like, I mean, I rarely went out. Like, I preferred to stay in my room. And then it got so bad without the job. So it was like being uncertain at this moment, like this particular time. I'm still very uncertain about plenty of things, but it's better because I'm like, I can't control those things. So I try as much as possible to just dump those feelings somewhere. Do you get? And then figure out the ones I can figure out, and the ones that I can't, I just be like, oh, I'll come back to you later, or I talk to somebody and we just see how we can come up with something or the other. So really there is you are always going to have uncertainty. Like, it is what is always going to happen, but how you handle it, because this life.
How were you able, like that time?
I think that time what I did a lot was I started reading novels. Like, my family, do we like books? So I started reading novels, and I just got to a point. I'm like, whoa, this job, if it's coming, it is coming. If it's not coming, it is not coming. And then I really held on to this book in the Bible, Philippians 4:6. It became my very, very, I know it became.
Say the scripture.
It is actually still my very, very comfortable verse. Like, be careful for nothing. Like, basically, like, I think I like this verse that said, be afraid.
Be careful for
nothing. Like, be afraid for nothing. Like, literally, like, don't be afraid for these things. If the job is coming, because at the end of the day, look at me. I am standing here, and I was surviving. I was eating okay, and I was still surviving, and I'm still not so sure about plenty things.
Eating in my house, eating is our love language.
Yes, eating.
Good food,
ice cream.
Good food
with
Jones for my sister.
Yeah, Jones.
Chocolate, ice cream, and all of that
better.
stuff. So, the next question says that. Okay, I think this is the same thing.
But the do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts from a lady's perspective.
Ooh, I don't agree with do's and don'ts from a lady. I think the only do's and don'ts I would agree with is character-wise. Do you get? Like, what you can't take, don't dish it out. Do you get? But when it comes to,
and I think it's not restricted to ladies.
It's not restricted to ladies, everybody. But you know, like, this question is saying as a from a lady's perspective. So I think in school I had to, like, I don't know, I kept to myself a lot in school because I was really like, I was living in a state where I had no family member. If anything happens to me today, I can't really run.
You can't speak up.
You get? So like, it was just for me, like, well, Damnola, like, remember the home you're coming from. So don't just join bad gangs, or don't do what other people are doing. If you're not comfortable with something, just don't do it. You get? Like, we all have one or two experiences from school, some deep, some funny, some emotional ones that you get, but at the end of the day, like, it is still you that are handling this situation. Like, the kind of reaction you will have to a particular sin might not be what I would do. So it's like, at the end of the day, it is still you controlling what you can control, and you living out the ones you can't. But at the end of the day, please live life, enjoy. As an undergraduate, please trust me. You see, this thing that we say, I can't wait to graduate.
I mean,
please.
But at the same time, please don't wait to graduate. But
don't wait to graduate, but please
take time.
have as much fun as you can, as you're getting. That's the best time.
I didn't have so much fun.
Trust me. Like those times you're not thinking of responsibilities.
But wait, you guys, I want to say something. You know when my sister was this, maybe because she went to Ilorin and she was like, will I say deeper life? The only thing she used to use was red lipstick. And I remember that when she was in uni, like as at the ending time when she was in uni, I was in P degree. Yes, and then I started to use red lipstick. Oh my goodness. I didn't hear the last of it. My sister was always telling me, you're using red lipstick. You don't know now. People
really?
Yes, you did that. People will be looking at you like you are wild. I say, me red lipstick. And then I got to part 1. I started to wear leg chain. Jesus Christ, this lady, she didn't let me hear the last of it. So sometimes, because you know, now my sister is like, she's the most liberal in
Call
my
me
house.
old.
No, I'm not saying old. Now she's the most liberal in our house.
Okay,
she and my brother.
I have an answer to that.
That yes is answer.
What changed? An answer to that. Okay, what changed is what changed? I don't know what changed, but all I know is that I was just being protective back then.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like all our lives. You get all our life we've lived together. Like
shelter.
Like they only went to boarding houses for a month, and then when they get back, it's still always me. And then
my sister used to cry anytime we were going back to school that time.
I was the only one that didn't go to a boarding house. Yeah. So but then I was just being protective, like, oh, I didn't want, you know, back then, like we had that mentality. I had that mentality that if you wore leg chain,
made you a bad person.
If you use this kind of thing. But then I grew up to understand that these things
doesn't make
you can have tattoos, please, because I've said it, I like tattoos. I'm just from a family that and then tattoos for me are permanent. I want something that tomorrow I can decide that I don't want to use it anymore. So for example, this is my nose stub. I said I don't want to use it tomorrow. Yes, I just pop it out and that's the end. So I was just being protective back then. Please, I'm assistant second mommy.
But now we have grown. She cannot be telling me. Now
yeah.
it's not like I'm telling her, it's in there, why are you wearing it? That's
now you born me.
That's by the way. So the next question says, how did you deal with adulthood? Cause koyemi.
Koye anybody.
Koye anybody.
Koye me go. Do you get adulthood? Please, na scam. I think it was last year, or I think maybe during or before COVID. I think it was before COVID. I was just telling me, if I said, gosh, adulthood, as in it is all a lie. Like, I mean, I look at my little baby, I look at my nieces, and I'm like, God, let me be like them just for 2 days. I don't even mind 24 hours.
I mean, having no thoughts in the world.
Like, you literally go to bed with worries or thoughts, like the things I need to get done, and the things I want to sort, and then you wake up thinking, how did I stop? Where at what point did I drift off to sleep? And you're like, I do that a lot though, because I'm always trying to understand, okay, at what point did I stop sorting through my feelings or sorting out my thoughts? And then I'll be like, well, okay, another thought, another day, let's continue. But then I thought adulthood is beautiful if you know your way, as in if you know how to handle things. Yeah. Do you get? And then sometimes
well, I don't think beautiful is the word.
Yeah, beautiful is not the word, but I think
it makes it better.
I think for me it has gotten a little bit better because I've been able to handle some feelings. I've been able to like deal with some things. I've been able to be like, oh, negative, positive, and all of that. So I am literally like at that point where I'm like, okay, no, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Because you see, adulthood, I'm still trying to figure it out. As much as I'm sure that a lot of people are still trying to figure it out, because you see those expenses.
Trying to look good. Ever figures it out.
Yeah, trying to look good. There's no rule book. I always have this statement. There's really no rule book to things, to life, to living, to jobs, to relationships, to a lot of things. But at the end of the day, we all really just do what works really good and what works best. That you won't just dig a hole and just fall into it. That's it.
The next one says that how were you able to deal with pressure from family as the first child and also as the first daughter?
Hey, see, if we start that
I swear
we're going to sleep here, but let me just run through. Okay, I think I did your.
Can I quickly say something? Know that I'm not trying to cut my sister off, because my first video people were like I didn't allow my sister to talk in our sibling time. But one part that I remember that when we were younger, Okwe, myself and Wale, my sister had this earring.
Oh,
This long earring. I mean, now I'm sure that if I wear it, my daddy cannot make a fuss or make a big deal out of
about
it.
the nose ring.
I mean, now see, my sister has a nose ring and nobody's saying anything. But back then, I remember that, because even me, I was wondering that what did she do? The way my daddy was so pissed at that earring, and the way he reacted, like,
my daddy was not just so pissed about earrings, though. My daddy was so pissed at the fact that guys were always like, around me, and I was always given a chance to I beg now. See, I know. What do I know then? I really didn't know so much, but then I still had control over my actions and everything. But yes, my dad, the earring, I don't think the earrings. If you see the ones I wear now, the ones I wear now, my dad would not say. He will just tell you, see my baby.
Or it, like, I'm trying, like, what I'm going to say for you is there's some things that he excused for Okpe and I and Wale that my daddy never, that he didn't excuse for my sister. So that one I'm speaking for, I know that one was tough.
Let me try and see if I can remember.
You're saying something that you were 9.
Okay, I think for me, like the question was
dealing with pressure from family as the first child.
I still deal with the pressure. Let me not lie to you. Like, being a first child is really not an easy job. It's like a job. Honestly, one should be I should get paid for being the first kid.
Soon, my love.
Soon. Please just start the payments. It does not matter how much.
Could he never enter? When he enters.
But then dealing with the pressure. See, I'm saying pressure. Imagine, like, I think at the age of 9, I started taking care of my siblings. Like, we'll go to school, mom and dad, probably like out at work, and come back from school like 4:30. I'll be back before they're back. Then make food, even though sometimes I made these meals poorly. But I got better at it. Come on, I got better at it. And then I did all that. Sometimes I'll have to, like, I will
put my sibling tag. Make sure people watch it. If you've not watched it, watch it. You see what I'm doing, like this.
But it was not all the time I made bad meals.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't. I got better. Because then I was just learning how to cook. Come on, a 9-year-old, please just clap for me. At 9. Please, how many 9-year-olds can cook now? Tell me, when did you start cooking? Answer.
When did I start cooking? I was still.
But it wasn't 9.
But I was in primary school.
But it was not 9. Please.
It was 9. I entered secondary school 9.
I entered 9. So you entered like 10.
Before I clocked 10. You know I'm January.
I entered the moment I clocked 9. Please. Abba. And you had supervision. I did not have.
Yes, you did.
I did not have. So I was always just taking care of these girls and the boy. I was just taking care of them out of my own knowledge. Sometimes I would chop beating because I let them go outside to play. After, you know, when you chop 3 people's beating plus your own, that's 4. I will chop it. I will take it. And then my dad was really, really, really hard on me, unlike them. Like, he was really, really hard. I mean, like, he was like, you are not allowed to make some mistakes, because if you do, then your siblings would make such. So for me, it was like, I was careless, but I had to try.
She's my twin soul.
I had to try to be the perfect sister for them, so that when Momsy and Popsy comes home at night, they would not be one single excuse to say, Dammy, what did you do wrong? What did you do? So it was just really like, the pressure is still there. Like, now, anything, Dammy, I want to do this. When they can actually go and do these things, though, but it's still, my dad will still come to me and say, Dammy, Bami lo shikini. Dammy, Bami lo bawe min kombe. Sorry if you don't understand it, but it means that, Dammy, go and do this thing. Dammy, go and meet my friend. Like, please do division of labor. Split these things. I said, just split. But no, this one was comfortably be in her room, laying down on the bed and be like, you're the eldest now. Just do it. But yes, I am, but please.
Okay, another one is that the expectations that are way. Alright guys, so I'll have to stop this particular video here so it doesn't get too long. The remaining part will be on my next upload, which shouldn't be so far from now. But I would just really like to hear from you guys in the comment section. Are there things that my sister said that you are able to relate to, or what are the things that you have taken away from this video, and just so many of that. I would really like to hear from you in the comment section. And while you're at it, kindly please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and remember, comment. You can share this video with your friends. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Bye.